Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Greg. We lost
And
him.
hello, everybody of Theater 444 World. It's been a little while since we've done this, so
Yeah.
welcome back. I'm excited to hear all about All Together Now and what that process has been like. Can we dive right in, Pam? Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah. Let me see if I can. I'm going to kick Jem out and see if she can come back in. We kind of lost her. I don't know what happened. Hopefully she'll come back. Yeah. So we finished our show in June. Nonsense. It went really well. It was super. We had a live audience and we had a stream audience, and it went great. And this summer, MTI put out an opportunity for local theaters, community theaters, high school theaters, regional theaters, any theater company in the world, essentially, to do a production called All Together Now, which is just a whole bunch of their favorite show tunes from different shows put together and pulled into one production. And it's supposed to be a night of celebrating theater and an opportunity to kind of get us all back in the theater, to kickstart theater again. It's a fundraiser for sure. It's meant to really shine some light back on something that's been missing for a long time now. So the cool part about it is that all of the companies that are going to be doing this show are doing it on the same weekend. Hence the name All Together Now. Here's Jem. Hopefully there she is.
Hey, Jem. Hello.
So right now to date, MTI has 5,500 performances going on that weekend, that same weekend, 2,500 schools and theaters in 40 countries and in all 50 states of the US. So that's pretty awesome. Pretty cool that we're part of all of that. So, hi, Sean. Yeah.
That's very cool. I don't think anything before has ever achieved this level of community around the globe, which is really special.
Yeah. Jem's having some connectivity issues. But, yeah, I mean, to think about the global impact of that, like that's a lot of people doing the same show at the same time. So, I mean, COVID, it was awful, but it's also done some amazing things for us. So, yeah.
But each production is also a little different because they gave you a song list to choose from, but it was sort of like a this or that kind of situation, right?
Right. So we picked off our song list. We had auditions, and these 5 beautiful women showed up, and we're so excited to have like this powerhouse diva show with these great voices. I mean, they're dynamite. So we're looking forward to it.
Let's meet them. Jenny, you're the first one on my screen. Can you tell us who you are and maybe some of your favorite theater experiences, and also what you're most excited to sing in All Together Now?
Sure. I'm Jenny Gibson, and I live in Canisius, New York. And my very first musical experience ever was with Pam 11 years ago when we did the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee with Laura was in it as well, for the Geneva Theater Guild, playing Olive Ostrovsky. And that was one of my favorite experiences ever because Olive was so fun and not a huge stretch for me to play. And I met so many fun people, as you do in community theater. And I was also lucky enough to be a part of Theater 444's very first show, Spring Awakening, a few years ago. So those are two big special experiences for me. And in this show, I'm super excited that we get to perform together as a group. We're all in this together from High School Musical, which I've always wanted to perform and never thought I would get to. But here I am, pushing 40, dancing to High School Musical. Can't wait. You can do it with us.
I know it. I've known it since it came out.
Right? We just did the choreography on Sunday.
I skipped my homecoming dance in high school to stay home and watch the Disney Channel premiere of High School Musical.
Oh, my heart. I love it.
So, Jenny, I'm going to look forward to that moment too.
Thanks. Yay. It'll be special for all.
Yeah. Thanks, Jenny. We'll come back to you with another question later. Megan, you are next.
Hi. How are ya?
Oh, me. I'm great. I'm excited to hear from you.
Oh, do you want me to answer the same question?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Give us
Okay.
Tell us who you are.
I am Megan Carlson. I live in Canandaigua, New York, and I've been performing in different companies with Pam for 20 years, actually. So yeah, this is actually our 20-year anniversary, Pamela, where the first show I did with her was You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. And I played Peppermint Patty. So I've had some great theater experiences over the years. I have performed with almost everybody here in some capacity, except for Gemini. I'm super excited to do some dancing and singing with you. But I had a lot of fun playing Lola in Copacabana a very long time ago. I loved doing Cabaret. I loved doing Shrek in 2015 because both of my children were in the show with me. So my son and my daughter performed with me on the stage at Smith Opera House, which is where I had done my first show when I was 3 years old. So it's had a lot of great experiences over the years.
Maybe All Together Now will be someone else's first show that they've ever seen and inspired that theater spirit.
Love it.
Megan, do you have a moment you're most looking forward to in All Together Now, or a song or something?
There's like Jenny, I'm so excited to be doing High School Musical because again, whoever thought that I would be doing that. So I'm super excited to do something as kitschy and silly as that. But last night we rehearsed Take a Chance on Me from Mamma Mia. And that's going to be, a really fun one to do as well. Again, another kitschy, fun, girls' night kind of song. So I'm excited to do that.
Great. That's very entertaining. I'll look forward to that also. Wendy, not a cast member, but a stage manager. Is this your first time in this role, Wendy?
With Theater 444, yes, I have stage managed one other time other than this. Yes. And good. And I am going to remember all of you saying that All Together Now is your favorite when we're rehearsing it again next weekend and you're complaining about it. I, like Megan, go along back with Pam as well. Pam and I started out in theater together the summer of 1985 with, I believe it was Seneca Community Players that did it. We did Cinderella, and Pam and I were the stepsisters opposite each other. And so it's been a lot of years. And I raised my son, who is also a Theater 444 participant on the stage. And he's far better than I am. And so I'm glad to be in this role and he can keep getting up on stage.
Do you have a favorite moment so far in All Together Now that you're already finding yourself looking forward to?
I'm really looking forward to hearing Gemini sing Astonishing. I cannot wait to hear that piece. I have not yet heard her do that yet, but I've worked a bit with Gemini through the years recently, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what she does with that.
That's a challenging song to tackle. Yeah. Cool. Thanks, Wendy.
You're welcome.
Miss Laura Feligno.
Hi.
All the same questions.
Good evening.
I hope you have a different favorite other than High School Musical, because I'm really just trying to get people to know what other songs are part of this. So I'm so glad you all love it, but if we could just be a little creative, that would go a long way in telling the show.
So I'm so glad that some of my fellow cast members love We're All in This Together. That is not one of my favorite moments, but I'm still going to give it 100%. Yeah, so I'll be happy to share my favorite as well. I'm looking forward to sing. I'm Laura Feligno, by the way. Hi. From Geneva, New York. And I've been doing theater with Pam since 2004, something like that. With the Vagina Monologues was our first get together. I've done many since then. Can you hear me okay? Okay. So a couple of my favorites, is that what you're looking for? Yeah. All right. Golly. Well, I was in, like Jenny mentioned, 11 years ago, the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. I played Rona Lisa Peretti, and I'm looking forward to revisiting that character again. And in 2013, I got to play Miss Adelaide in the GTG SCP co-production of Guys and Dolls, and that was a wonderful, wonderful experience. Iconic. Most recently in 2019, I played Diana in Next to Normal, which was probably the most challenging but also rewarding character that I've been able to tackle. So that was a joy to be able to bring her to life as well. For this show, I get to sing. I'm really happy with the songs that I get to sing, but one of my favorites that I'm looking forward to is from Waitress. I'm going to be singing She Used to Be Mine, which is just that wonderful powerhouse ballad that you get to belt, and it feels really good and takes you on this emotional journey for the character, which is, for me, enjoyable to experience, even though she's a little dark and twisty too. But that's what theater is about, bringing all those emotions to light. So
that's especially cool because theaters aren't able to produce Waitress yet. So this is an opportunity to sing that song in a show before we can actually do Waitress someday here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with, there might be a few shows that they offered to us that haven't been able to actually be produced with communities or schools. Waitress is definitely one of them. It escapes me what some others might be, but it's definitely, most of them have already been produced. So it's definitely pretty cool that they offered that to us to perform.
Great. Thanks, Laura. Abby, who are you?
I'm Abby. I'm Abigail Adams. I grew up in Geneva and have been doing theater in the area since I was little. The first show with most of the people here, I did company, I don't know, a couple years ago. That's when I met Pam, and I guess it was more than a couple, but that's when I met Pam and Laura and Megan, and got connected with these gals, and we're like this ever since. So that was huge for me. Theater's been such an important part of my life for friendship building and relationships. My favorite show is definitely Shrek musical. That was 2016, I'm pretty sure, or 15, one of those. And the most I'm excited for in this show, also not High School Musical, but I am excited for the two songs I'm singing are the one is Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, which I can't speak apparently. Hopefully I can sing, but not the song necessarily. But Julie Andrews is my definitely one of my top idols from classic musical theater in Hollywood, and then Sutton Foster is for contemporary. So doing the two of them, because the other song I'm singing is Gimme Gimme. So doing those two songs are pretty fun for me.
Both great songs and great performers to emulate.
Mm-hmm.
So much to look forward to. Buy tickets. We'll tell you how later. Jiminy, we haven't met each other at all yet, but I'm happy to meet you now. Can you? Oh,
And there she goes. Oh, Jem. Wah, wah. She's struggling with tech tonight. Maybe Wendy can help me. Jemini is from Ovid, and she's been doing theater all of her life. I think she's coming back right now. Let me see if I can get her in here. Are you there, Jem?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Okay, well, just tell us a little about
now
yourself.
I can see you.
Okay, great.
Okay, my name's Jemini Zajac. I've grown up here in Ovid, New York. I am a recent graduate from University at Buffalo with a BFA in theater and performance. This is my first time performing with Pam and everyone else, well, except for Wendy in Theater 444. So I'm very excited about meeting all these new people and performing with them. Let's see. So one of my favorite roles experiences that I've ever had in theater was my sophomore year at UB. I was in a show called Men on Boats, which is it's a really fantastic show. It's got a really great plot, and it's also like really funny. But what's great about it is it gives people a chance to play roles that they wouldn't necessarily be able to play normally. And so it was just so fantastic. And like one of my grandparents always like to bring it up because the first time I my first line in the show is, "My name's Andrew Hall and I'm so sick of this shit." And they were just like, they laughed so hard about that. They bring it up to this day. And then probably one of my other favorite experiences was very recently I was in a production of The Trail to Oregon, which is based off of the computer game The Oregon Trail. And in that show, the audience gets to pick the name of all of the wagon party. And then at the end, they get to pick a character to die of dysentery. And they sing a song while they do so. And I was picked for that production. And it was one of the most fun.
That sounds crazy.
Moments I've ever had in theater. It was great. I am so excited to sing Astonishing for this show. It's the song. It's such a challenging song, but I'm always up for a challenge, and I'm so ready to sing that song. And what's really cool is that I was just in a production of Little Women where I was playing Amy, so now I kind of get a new perspective on the show and everything for just that one song. So I'm really excited.
This sounds great. I'm looking forward to it. Pam, how can everybody see it? Now, I know you are doing it in person, but to watch in person, you do have to be vaccinated.
Yes.
But if you're not vaccinated, you have an option to stream the show so that you can watch from home.
Yes. So, yes, we're going to do a live stream as well as in person. We, of course, really would love folks to come be live in the theater with us. I'm going to hang on a sec. poor Jem. Yeah, we really want people in the theater, so we hope you will come to the theater. However, we do have to have those COVID protocols, and I know they're kind of a drag right now. And I just was at an event today, and we had to, show proof of vaccination and wear our masks, and so all of that's got to happen. If you go to our website, our COVID policy is listed on our website, and what that looks like. So you do need to be vaccinated in order to get in. But if you're not vaccinated, we don't want you to miss the show. So we are going to live stream it. And so there's an opportunity there for there's an opportunity there for everybody to see the show. Sorry, I'm trying to put Jem back in here. On our website, if you go to our website, you're going to see up in the top right-hand corner, you're going to see the Show Ticks for You events, and you're going to see all together now. And depending on if you want a streaming ticket or if you want a ticket to come live, you'll have to use you'll have to look carefully when you pick. The neat thing about this show is it's meant to be a fundraiser. So we've made the decision to make it easy for folks to renew their membership as it's becoming the end of the year. So at the end of 2021, we're going to wrap up our membership that was there. We thank our patrons so much that donated in 2020. We kept you for 2 years, and we're so thankful for your support and help that got us through that COVID situation. We're so grateful for that. So if you're ready to renew for 2022, you can do that with your purchase, and you'll get your ticket to the show for free. So there are lots of options when you go to the ticketing website to choose which level you'd like to donate. You can also just buy a ticket to the show if you just want to buy a ticket to the show. So there's lots of choices there. We hope people aren't confused by that, but we thought we would offer this as a thank you for renewing your membership or starting a membership with us. And you'll get a few extra months, because it's November. So it'll be great. And it'll be the group for 2022. That'll be the patron group for 2022. So we're excited.
What a bargain.
I know, right?
How could you not do that?
Yeah. So you can get your renewal and then get your ticket for the show free with the renewal. So yeah. There's that.
And if that's not enough Theater 444 for you, you can still watch Daddy Longlegs. Pam, can you tell us about that also?
I will.
Huh.
Let me pull this up. This is like the show that never ends. It's like it's been going on forever, but I got to tell you, people still message me and say we want to see that show. We missed it, or we loved it and we want to watch it again. So we have been able through MTI to run that show for a few months more. So we started the live stream again. It's on demand. You can go to our website. Up in that top right corner, you can see tickets for Daddy Longlegs there. It's a 48-hour view. So you get your link and you have 48 hours to watch the show. It is a live recorded version. So it's a live show. It's, stuff happened and we didn't fix it up. It's there. That's what it is. But it was a beautiful production. And if you missed it, this is your opportunity. It's only going to be going until November 9th, and then it is gone forever, for real. So if you want to see it, you got to watch it before November 9th. But I have a little clip in case you haven't heard of it. I don't know, any of our patrons have heard about it by now, but I figured I'd show a quick little clip too. So this is Daddy Longlegs.
So, with all my heart, racing as it soars, I am most sincerely yours. Jerusha will keep her Jervy strong. forgives her daddy long legs for not being old
or gray
or bald,
and for hiding from her so
Oh,
Pam, you didn't warn me you were going to make me cry.
Wendy always cries because that's
Do
Damon.
it every time.
Because Damon Fletcher and Marilla Gonzalez, they were just fantastic. So catch that before November 9th, and then that will be gone forever too. So you can grab a ticket to that as well. The screen. So
is there anything else we need to know about All Together now that will pull an audience in?
I don't know. Sean's asking what other songs or shows are represented in All Together now. I can tell you, one of the things I love is that there's a couple of unknowns things, and then there's also things that are just classic. You know, Jenny is singing a song from a theater for youth piece called Junie B. Jones, and the number's called Story of My Life. Is that what it's called, Jen? And it's just adorable. And Laura's also singing a piece from a youth production of James and the Giant Peach. So
Can I tell them what my character will be?
yeah.
I get to play a little British boy.
Is it
Like
middle of a
cast
moment,
again.
Laura?
I'm sorry?
Is it middle of a moment?
Yes.
I love James and the Giant Peach, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
Yeah. So there's a couple of pieces there. And let's see, what else? There's a couple of pieces from Once on This Island. Gosh, Megan has a beautiful song, Human Heart from Once on This Island. Obviously, Thoroughly Modern Millie, Abby's singing. And Jemmy's singing Tomorrow from Annie, which I know it sounds strange, but we talked about this really is a celebration of theater and MTI's catalog of their favorite Broadway hits. So we're not trying to replicate all of the characters. We're also just representing theater. And one of the things that's cool from MTI, they are sending us video to share with folks too. So there will be representation from Broadway at our show talking about theater and the impact that it's having on everyone. So that will be part of the show as well. Let me see. I'm looking at my list.
Into the Woods.
Into the Woods we have. And then I think we've talked about all of that stuff, but I'm going to tell you something that we didn't talk about. So Meredith Beckley is our music director, and she couldn't be here tonight, but Meredith is actually singing 2 songs in the show. So she'll be singing from the piano, a song from Willy Wonka and Godspell. So there's a nice representation of all these beautiful women and all these different types of theater as well as genres. So it's going to be a really fun night. We have a lot of surprises planned. There's going to be some video and some imagery that's really going to go along with all of this. But it's really about a giant love letter to the theater, I think, is really what it is. So we hope you'll join us and tell your friends and share it out. It's hard to get the word out about things like this because there isn't a storyline and people don't know what it is. So, we would love any support in getting the word out to come. It's going to be a really awesome night.
And that's going to be November 12th, 13th, and 14th at 7 p.m. and also at 2 p.m. on the 14th, which means there are 2 performances on a Sunday. in the afternoon and the evening. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
And we will
Especially-
be at the Geneva Community Theater and the Black Box Theater and the Pat Hounds Black Box Theater. So we're excited to be back there and be able to be performing in a theater again. That's just super exciting for us too. So yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing so much about the show, and have a great last few weeks of rehearsal.
Thanks.
And then we'll see you on stage.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.